Hello, I'm the Scottish Lord, and welcome to Professor Layton and the Curious Village. I've been teasing this game for a few months, and it is finally here. I'm really excited to get into this because this is the first video game that I ever played. God, that's scary. This game came out over 10 years ago. Yeah, 2007 to 2008 that copyright is, so about 12 years ago now that came out. And that was the first game I ever played on a DS Lite. And after that I got hooked. I played all the games, which I hope I'll be able to do again on the channel. So, I'm not going to talk for too long. I'm just going to get into this. I'm going to click on new game, and we're going to do Alexander because the text on this is ooh, sounds a bit off, but hey ho. Yeah, you only have limited space.
The things we saw that day in the village became a secret we would have to keep from everyone for the rest of our lives. Because, you see...
Oh, I remember this. Oh, I want that car. I wanted it. I still do. It says, oh my god, his eyes looked so big back then. And here comes the letter. God, all these have been remastered now.
I don't understand, Professor. Why are we going to help solve an inheritance dispute?
Oh, I love this. But for any lines that don't involve voice acting, because it's already been done, I'll just let them speak. But if there requires voice acting, you bet I'm going to be doing it.
Luke, my boy. Do you really think I would take on such an ordinary request as that? Oh no, this is an altogether unique and exciting situation, and it has piqued my intellectual curiosity. But I suppose it would be best to explain the case before we arrive at our destination.
Please do.
2 months ago, Baron Augustus Reinhold passed away. Shortly after his death, his will was disclosed. The contents of it were fascinating, to say the least. The Reinhold family treasure, the golden apple, is hidden somewhere within this village. To whomever successfully locates this treasure, I offer the whole of my estate. Naturally, those who attended the reading of the will immediately set out in search of the golden apple. But in the end, everybody came back empty-handed.
Yep.
It turns out that no one had even heard of such a treasure existing, until its mention in the will.
Wow, that's some puzzle, all right.
Quite. Augustus Reinhold staked his entire fortune just to create one more puzzle before his death. What a perplexing individual. I wish I could have met him while he was still alive.
It certainly sounds like you two would have got along, Professor. By the way, just what is this golden apple anyhow?
Some speculate it's a rare antique, while others say it could be a gem, yet its identity remains elusive. But Luke, I can't shake the feeling that this matter is linked to some larger mystery, something huge.
Aha! Is that your famous intuition at work again, Professor?
Well, our first step is
I
getting
forget
to
how
town.
I'm getting just patched.
This is all so exciting. I hope Sam Myster is ready for the famous archaeologist and puzzle-solving detective, Herschel Layton.
Oh, Luke, you know as well as I do that I am no detective. Augustus Reinhold's wife, Lady Dahlia, has asked me to investigate the situation. It seems she came across my name by chance when reading an article about me in the papers.
And you immediately decided to take her up on her request?
Oh, well, Luke, a true gentleman never refuses the request of a beautiful lady.
Bit sexist, that. What if it was a man asking you?
If you say so, Professor.
And what if the lady wasn't beautiful, actually? There's something wrong with Layton's models here, I feel.
We should be nearing the town by now. Look at the map in the envelope and help me with directions.
Right you are, Professor. What in the... What's this?
Lady Dahlia seems to have given us a test. We'll need to decipher this map in order to find the village. She wants to see if we're capable of cracking the mystery surrounding the Reinhold fortune. Care to give it a go, Luke?
I'll do my best. A puzzle like this should be no problem for the apprentice of the great Professor Layton.
Very well then, Luke. I'll leave this one to you. Think of it as a warm-up for things to come.
And here we go. Puzzle 001. Where's the village? 10 pickaxe. Let's go. Right. Oh, that's telling us how to work the puzzle. Draw a circle around the village in one stroke. Once you've circled it, tap submit. I know these things, I'm pro. So we've got 10 hint coins, as you can see in the top right hand corner. And here's the context of the puzzle. My village is on a road that leads to no other village. I look forward to seeing you there. Use your stylus to draw a circle around the right village, then touch submit. So it's on the road that leads to no other village. So if you went up this one, then went round here. I just realised you can't actually see my mouse. Because I disabled that. Yeah. Let me change that, you know. So you can actually see. Oh look, suddenly my mouse comes up. So you take this road up here, and it goes to this village, and you go down here. It doesn't go anywhere. Oh, I think it might be this. Might be this one. Also, the fact it looks like the village in the cover art. But just to give it the benefit of the doubt, this one goes here and here. This one goes here and here. So it must be this one. Submit.
Well, here's my guess.
And there we go.
Layton's apprentice
First
saves
puzzle
the day.
correct. The only village that isn't connected by roads to another village is the one in the upper left. Looks like I'm ready to start solving puzzles. I've been born ready.
There we go. Now we should be able to make our way to the village.
Oh, I remember this bit.
Right you are. We should see it on the horizon any moment now.
Big troll Layton.
Huh? Professor? Do you mean to say you've already worked out the village's location?
I'm afraid I couldn't help myself. A basic puzzle like that is easy enough to solve with a glance. Anyhow, you'd best gather your things, Luke. We've arrived.
I love how he says that despite the fact the car's still moving. Gather your things from the boot. Oh. Oh, that theme. Professor Layton's theme, that is the classic hero tune, that is. Well, I say hero, like puzzle solver tune. Can't really classify him as a hero. Well, you could, he is a hero. He was once considered to be put into Super Smash Brothers. Either way, we're going to go into here and we're going to complete chapter... Or is it prologue or chapter 1? It's one of them. Oh, that big tower. I remember why that's significant. Ah, here we go. This is where I can do my epic voice acting skills. Interesting. It appears that this drawbridge is the entrance to the village. We're stuck on the outside. What should we do, Professor? Oh, look over there. There's a man standing on the other side of the river. Maybe he can help us. Looks going to change all the time. I can tell already. Oh, here we go. Oh. I love that. Like, you click into the distance and Layton just goes, I was saying you want to go home then. Click. Oh. Click. What strange weather this village has. We could swim across, but it'd be terribly cold. Oh, I never realised we could click on that. Not even LAYTONMOBILE could... LAYTONMOBILE. I forget that's what it's called. Not even the LAYTONMOBILE could make it across the river, huh? But of course, much as I adore the contraption, it is just a car after all. Right, let's... Oh, no. Let's try and speak to this lad here. What a lad. Good day, sir. We'd very much like to gain access to the village. Could you please drop the bridge for us? Oh no, Franco. Do I look like the sort? No, that's not right, is it? It's all meant to be Britain, innit? So it's like, do I look like the sort to go dropping the bridge for a bunch of fancy-looking outsiders? You've got a lot of nerve. We received a letter of invitation from Lady Dahlia. I don't suppose that changes things, does it? From Lady Dahlia? Well then, I'd love to lower the bridge for you, smarty pants. But the engine's broken, and I can only move this blasted bridge with the hand crank. There's all these infernal slots I could put the crank in, but I ain't got a clue which one to use. So, Brain Box? So, Brain Box, you got any idea which one is the right one? Puzzle 002, the crank and slot. 15 pickerats. Here we go. There's no way to lower the bridge and get across without inserting the crank into the correct slot. Choose the slot that fits the crank shown below. Okay, this should be relatively easy, actually. So if we look at it from this angle, then that needs that bit, that triangle coming out of a flat side of the pentagon, which it does here. We need that bit, which it does here. And we need that bit, which doesn't, because that's on a flat side. Oh wait, hang on. No, that's on a point. So... it could be that one? Because that seems to fit. However, it could also... it could also be 3? No, because 3 is a hexagon opposed to a pen. It's 1. I'm sure of it, it's 1.
There we go.
I was right!
Every puzzle
Yay!
has an answer.
25 pickerats! Yeah, because it's got to be flipped as well. Yeah, forgot about that. Here we go. That'll do it. Hold on, I'll let her down. I'm going to say it again. I just don't feel right about letting outsiders into St. Mystere. But if your Lady Dahlia's guest, I guess I'd better. At least give her my regards, yeah? Puzzle 002. The crank and slot has now in your puzzle index. Here we go. This was necessary of a cutscene. Look, going ahead like a Trojan. I almost feel like this should be French. The architecture is very French. Yes, we finally arrived in St. Mystere. Wait, Saint Mystere. I'm so excited. I wonder what mysteries await us here. Well, look, we'll find out soon enough. Just be careful not to let your excitement cloud your ability to analyse your surroundings. I say, look, this is a perfect time to explain how to move about during our investigation. This is the bit where Professor Layton breaks the fourth wall. Give the shoe icon in the lower right-hand corner of the touchscreen a tap with your stylus. After you do this, a set of arrows will appear on the screen. Tap one to head in that direction. So remember, when you want to move, just tap the shoe. Go on. Give it a try. I almost sound like Joanna Lumley. Oh, we need to talk to these people first, don't we? Yeah. There's something very curious about that tower. I'm going to keep that. You know, I'm keeping that for Luke. That's Ingrid, I think, if I remember correctly. And he's the guy that pops up in every single game, even the latest one. Stachan Scarfen, I think. Yes, Stachan. What a dandy set of fellows you two are. Must be new to St. Mystere, eh? The name's Stachan Scarfen. I've got some advice for you. Tap that barrel back there with your stylus. Don't ask questions, just do it. He's very aggressive. Hint coin. Felt good, didn't it? Around these parts, that's what we call a hint coin. When you find yourself up against a really tough puzzle, you'll want a hint. Trust me on this one, fellows. And it's just those times when you'll want to use a hint coin to purchase a hint. I bet you think puzzles will be a breeze now, eh? Think again. There are a limited number of ink coins in this village, so don't go wasting coins on any old riddle. Because if you do, when you come across a real stumper, you'll be sorry. Really sorry. Mind you, ink coins won't always be inside barrels. Check any object that seems suspicious. Got all that? Good. Be seeing you around. Well, he's gone. Any more round here? They always like to put them in the chimneys or in signs. Oh, there's another one, and there's one. Usually they like to have. I wonder if that gets many guests out here in the country. Usually they like to put three hint coins into each scene. Oh, there's one. Let's talk to, I believe it's Ingrid. Yeah, it's Ingrid.
Oh, hello. Pleasure to meet you. Welcome to St. Mystere, where our local export is the puzzle. Oh, before I forget, you should know that every time you solve a puzzle, you earn a set number of picarets. The more picarets a puzzle is worth, the tougher the puzzle will be. They say lovely things happen when you gather enough picarets. Imagine that, a reward for solving puzzles. For practice, try this little riddle that your hat reminded me of. Think good and hard before you answer.
Crike. Puzzle number 003. Strange hats. 10 picarets. Oh no. These 4 top hats have all the same height, but the length of each brim is different. In other words, the hats are equally tall but vary in width. One of these 4 hats has a brim and height that is the exact same length, but what one is it? Oh no. It's definitely not this one. It's one of these illusion puzzles, I know. I don't think it's the bottom 2. But I'm not sure what one it is off the top. I'm just... Usually they really like just tricking you. I don't think it's B. I think it might be A. Am I feeling adventurous though? I could save state this because it's on an emulator, but I don't want to be too cheaty. Sod it, I'm going A.
There we go.
Okay,
Critical thinking is
I
the
think
key
that
to
was
success.
good instincts there. Yeah. That's right, a very famous optical illusion. An optical illusion is a visual phenomenon where your eyes perceive things differently than they actually are. There's dozens of known optical illusions. What's the world coming to when you can't even trust your own eyes? I always felt this was a terrible puzzle because there's no strategy in it, really.
Oh, bravo! I think you've got the hang of this. If you try your options one by one, you'll eventually find the answer. However, you'll also encounter lots of puzzles that can't be solved by simply trying all the answers. If you answer incorrectly, the picarats you earn from a puzzle decrease. Tough stuff, hmm? It goes to show you how important it is to think for yourself and find the answer on your own. Well then, best of luck to you. I'll be rooting for you too.
Puzzle 003 Strange Hats is now in your puzzle index. There we go. Now I'm interested if we can go back and get any more hint coins.
It's amazing, Professor. St. Mystere appears to be surrounded by thick forest on all sides.
Indeed it does. But enough talk of trees. We should head over to meet Lady Dahlia now. Oh, we can't go back to check. Let us move forward.
I've been thinking, Professor. Shouldn't we be keeping a record of our investigation?
You've brought up a very good point, Luke. Let me explain how to go about saving your game. First, tap your stylus on the trunk in the top upper right corner of the touchscreen. I'm breaking the fourth wall again. This trunk contains all manner of information that you can access by tapping icons. Touch the icon marked Save to save your game. Tap the journal icon to read over notes about our adventure in St. Mystere. Next, we have the puzzle index. Puzzles you've solved have a tick next to them. Puzzles you've seen but haven't solved are blank. You can retry any puzzles you've solved on this screen. To retry puzzles that you haven't solved yet, you must return to the actual size of the puzzle. Don't be afraid to use them. Don't be afraid to use the items in the trunk to help our investigation. It'll be second nature soon enough. Enough explanation for now. Let's make our way to Vinehold Manor. An arrow marks our path on the map, so all we need to do is head in the correct direction.
Lead the way, Professor.
Is anyone in the town square? Chapter 1. Save our progress. In data slot 1. And we're now going to save state that. Save to slot 2. So we can actually recover this after. Or here's a guy here. Let's look for hint coins first. Let's see. Chimney? None in that chimney. Any in this chimney? Or this chimney? What about this chimney? Or in this barrel? Oh, there's one in that barrel. Any in other barrels? I can't tell. I'm not finding any, which is weird. Who's this lad? I forget about him. Percy.
Oh, hello. I'm Percy, St. Mystere's unofficial writer in residence. Why an old manor, you ask? Head up that road to the right. It's immense, so you'll know when you see it. But before you go, why not try your hand at this puzzle I thought up? See if you can work out which house is mine from the instructions I'll give you. I'll even sweeten the deal for you. If you manage to solve the puzzle, I'll tell you about this village. So about it, you will try, won't you? After all, a writer is nothing without an audience.
Sound like Michael Caine. Puzzle number 004. Where's my house? Can you find my house? Go out the front door of my place and turn left. At the first junction you come across, take a right. Turn right again at the following junction and you'll come face to face with the morning sun. Oh, crike. What direction does the morning sun? Hang on. Okay, Google. What direction does the morning sun come from?
According to Scientific American blogs, if you wind the clock back far enough, we all come from the same place. Sometime about...
Shut up. That does not help. Try it again. What direction does the morning sun come from?
Here's a summary from Stanford Solar Center. The sun rises either north or south of due east and sets north or south of due west.
Due east, then. Thank you. Thank you, Google. Due east. Sun's east. And east is in the right direction. Yeah, so we leave his house and take a right. So let's say this one. Turn right again at the following junction. Oh wait, no, it's turn left. Go out his place, turn left. So he's facing south. Then turn right. Turn right again. No, it's not that one. Let's try this one. So go out, turn left. At the first junction you come across, take a right. Turn right again. No, it's not that one. What about this one maybe? I don't know. This one, take a left, turn right again. Oh, there we go. I think it's this one. There is a good way to tell here actually, which is slightly cheaty. There's two of these. There's two of those. However, there's... yeah, two of those. In fact, there's three. Two of those, and there's one there, one there. And we've already proven it's not that one, so it must be this one. I think.
There we go.
There we go, with a bit of...
Every puzzle
I'll split
has
the
an
pickaxe
answer.
with Google. Because I ain't got a clue. Well, at least I know the sun rises in the east now. Working backwards is the easiest way, blah blah blah, yeah.
Impressive. I thought I set out... That's Cornwall. That's impressive. I thought I set out quite the puzzle, but you made short work of it.
Oh, just have to be from Cornwall then, because I forgot the original one.
Now for that coffee syrup I promised you. The Reynold family owns all of the land this village is built upon. I hear they own all the buildings too. I suppose you could say this village belongs to the Reynolds. Well, that's all from me for now, but rest assured that next time I'll have an even harder puzzle for you.
Puzzle 004, Where's My House, is now in your puzzle index. Right. Oh. Here's a door with a puzzle.
But Professor, isn't Lady Di expecting us now?
Oh, right, okay, Luke, okay. Oh! I thought the clock might have a coin. Has a puzzle by the looks of it. This clock tower looks rather worse for wear. Speaking of clocks, I've just got the puzzle for you. Puzzle 005, clock hands. 50 pickerats. Oh, bother. An ordinary analog clock has two hands, with the longer hand moving fast around the... How many times will the long and short hands pass over each other between 12 noon and 12 midnight? Well, it'll do it every time for the 12. So, already we've got 12. But it's between. So it could be 10. Hang on a minute, I've actually got a clock that I can practice this with on my desk. Yay! That's always helpful. So, yeah, you're not able to see this, but I'm putting this to 12. So, it passes over once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, 9 times, 10 times, 11 times, 12 times. I just went straight from 9 to... Did I go from 9 to... So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think it's 11. And you've got to draw the numbers. Submit. I'm sure of it, it's 11.
I've got it.
Oh!
No, I was sure I had it.
I'm going to use my first hint coin. The hands pass over each other once an hour, so in 12 hours I'll pass. Maybe it's not as simple. Between 12 noon and 12 midnight. It could be 10. And I'm going to try this. Yeah, it's 10. It's got to be. Because it's between. Yeah, it's between 12 and 12, so it has to be 10. There we go. 100 Pickerats 2 was meant to be. Yeah, they pass over each other 10 times, but yeah. Precisely the answer I was looking for, Luke. Well done, my boy. Puzzle 005 Clock Hands is now in your puzzle index. So we've got our first puzzle wrong. And, well, our fourth, oh. It's almost like David Attenborough, like, Luke's not actually on the screen. It's like, Professor, look at that man standing in the street. It's the wild man in his natural habitat.
Professor, look at that man standing in the street. He's blocking the path up to Vinehold Manor. How terribly rude.
Perhaps he'll move for us, but I have a feeling he has no intention of doing anything of the sort. You could easily walk around him, but we'll just, we'll click on him. Hold up! This one I am going to make Michael Caine. Hold up! I've never seen you two here before. What's a couple of new faces like yourself doing here?
We're here by invitation of the Reinholds. Now if you'll excuse us, we have business through that gate.
Business with the Reinholds? Is that so? Something strange here. Yep, you're a fishy pair. I don't trust you, that's for sure. But I'll let you pass if you can solve this riddle, see? Just to warn you, it's a tough one. It ain't gonna be easy. No way. Definitely not gonna be easy. Lightweight. Here we have 8 small weights that all look the same. However, one of the weights in the grip is slightly lighter than the rest. Using this skill 2 times, you can find out which one of these weights is lighter than the rest, so which is the light one. I know how to do this. I think you have to put... I think it's 4 on each side. So the lighter one's here. So you then take 2 off, 5 and 6. You take 2 and you put it here, 7, 5, 6 and 8. Which means it's one of these. And here's the kicker, right? You can restart. So it's not 5. Oh, does it change it? That changes things. We'll try 3, 4, 7 and 8. In fact, no, that's not a good plan. We'll do 3 on each. They're equal, which means it's either 4 or 6. So it's 4. 4 one's lighter.
There we go.
And it's correct.
Every puzzle has an answer.
To solve this, you must lay 3 weights on the... there we go. Yeah, I was right. Not half bad. Wait, not half bad. Pretty sharp bunch, aren't you? Pair of good sharp apples, the 2 of you.
So, have we satisfied you? May we pass now?
Of course you can pass. Move along, and you better make sure to deliver my regard to Lady Dahlia. Puzzle 006, lightweight, has been added to the puzzle index. Here we go. Into the manor. Oh god. Are his lips okay? He's not gonna let us pass either, is he? Raymond. It is. I think he might be a bit like this. And just who might you be?
My name is Layton, and this is my assistant Luke. We received an invitation to visit Reinhold Manor.
Yes, we've all been expecting you, Professor Layton. But you'll have to excuse my skepticism. Can't trust anyone these days, you know. For all I know, you could just be another hooligan in a top hat. So how do I know you're the real Layton? I love his expression. Oh, God.
Did you hear that, Professor? The nerve of this fellow. Surely you aren't going to go through with this after an insult like that? Now, Luke, settle down. Sir, are you saying that you'd like to test me to see if I'm the
if I'm the real Professor Layton. Precisely, Professor Layton. Now, if you don't mind, would you please solve this puzzle for me? How do I know you're the real Professor Layton? Yeah, he's going to be one of those, isn't he? 007, Wolves and Chicks. 50 pickrats. Let's go. Oh, I know how to do these. You load those on, right? It can be accomplished in as few as 11. I'm going to do it in 11 right now. Oh. Bring the 2 wolves over. 1. Bring those 2. Bring these over. One, 2. See and watch this. In as few as 11.
That should do it.
And that is how you beast a puzzle.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
That's how you do it. How many trips did it take you? It took me 11. Fun fact time, there are several variations of this type of river crossing puzzle, and they've appeared in writings dating back to over 1,000 years ago. Now, my one is actually one with 3 wolves, 2 chickens and a cabbage. So, yeah. Do excuse my earlier rudeness. Let me show you this manor. Everyone's waiting for you. Everyone? I was under the impression that Lady Darla was the only person expecting me. Right this way, please. Puzzle 007, Wolves and Chicks is now in your puzzle index. Here we go. Can we click on anything here? Have we got any hint coins? I'm not interested in what he says, to be quite frank. No hint coins. So I think we're coming to the end of chapter 1.
Is this the manor, Professor? It's positively gigantic. Just look at the size of it.
It certainly seems like we've come to the right place. There we go. We have completed chapter 1. The Professor and Luke finally arrive at Reinhold Manor. Let's head in, shall we?
Yes, sir.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the trunk. We're going to save. And we are going to say thank you for watching. Oh, you can't get to the main menu, can you? You can't get to the main menu from here. You literally have to just take out the game cartridge when you're finished, after powering off the system. But thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, then make sure to leave a like. If you really enjoyed this, then be sure to subscribe and check out the rest of my content. And if you want to be notified of when I upload, make sure to smash the notification bell and follow me on Twitter at ScottishLordYT. That's at ScottishLordYT. But again, thank you for watching. You've been a wonderful viewer. I've been the Scottish Lord. Goodbye.